I don't know about you, but it's been a busy week with PSSAs disrupting everything. Today is a day to catch up. So let's look at Google Classroom at what should be done. We're not adding any new work. If you are caught up, take this day to relax. We'll be back into it starting a new chapter on Monday. So great job loading Google Classroom. Here we go. Still thinking about it. There we go. So we have three main assignments. The Chapter 19 book slides are the oldest, and while they were due yesterday, I haven't even begun to start grading them. I'm still cleaning up Chapter 18. So you still have time. We had 4 slides. One was notes. Slide 3, we had to take some notes. Slide 2 was based on an article. And then the other slides, 1 and 4, were based in the book. So let's go look at those. We want to press the square arrow as normal when we're editing a science classroom slide. That way we're actually working in the app and then we can split screen. So we had 5 questions from section 1. Sometimes I went over answers in class if you Zoomed with me. So for some people they found that helpful. The notes I didn't go over because they're exceptionally easy. So for the bird story, this is the link. If you open a link to the website, this is the link to the PDF, but you can find those also in Google Classroom. This is the link to the notes if you open this link, also in Google Classroom. And then we had section 2. And so if you have questions about this work, you should definitely Zoom. I Zoom from 11 to 11:30. And I'll answer your questions, or you can email me, and we can set up a different time, or just talk by email. So, split screening, if you recall, we drag up Google Classroom, and then we can open any of the resources there. And what, I feel silly for having just rediscovered is swiping between resources when you're split screen. It's a lot easier than closing and reopening. So that's the book slides. That's 20 points, 5 points a slide. Due yesterday, but it can be done a little bit late. Newer assignments. We have the Drought Writing. In the Drought Writing, we had an article. So the article is in a PDF, and the article is in a website. And on the website, you can listen to the story if you want. You can press play there. But we have some basic goals in mind. We're going to describe how scientists are making drought and what they hope to learn from studying it. If you can see the building in the background, that's Biosphere 2 that we already read about. And they can only make this drought inside there. So that first prompt has some very specific answers. The second prompt can be more open because it's kind of complicated how they're collecting data, and there's a lot you could say, and you definitely don't have to say it all. So there's many things to talk about. Everybody's answers will be kind of different. Complete sentences are important. So how do you do that? You open the Inc. project link. And I've shown this in previous videos, and you can do it in Safari or Chrome. You pick your class period. Most of you are not in first period like my fake student. You join with Google. And when you join with Google, he's already submitted the assignment. I can go see other people's posts if I want, but I'm going to create a new post. And you would create an article. If you've already started, what you already started should be down here. And if you want to edit it, you can edit. Then you can press all done and post. And then you can switch gears in the hub for the last assignment, playing Gimkit to 4000. Now he's already done it. He hasn't done it in this class though. My fake student is in 2 classes. And this is another one where you could split screen. Now, if you look up in the corner, there's a Safari button, which means I'm actually still stuck in Google Classroom. If I would want to split screen, I'd have to do that. Whereas if I had opened this in Chrome, I wouldn't need to do it. And so you always want to go shopping. You start with 40 bucks. So if I get a question right now, precipitation, I only get $1. But if I go shopping and I upgrade my money per question, I can get $10 per question. And every time I get one right in a row, they add an extra $1. But if I upgrade my street bonus, I can add an extra $3. So as I continue to questions, that would be groundwater, I now got $5 a question. And when I go to the next one, soil bacteria, instead of 5, it added 3 because I'm on a streak. And you can see up at the top the streak and how big that gets. And once I get to $50, I want to shop again. What doesn't release carbon? Photosynthesis captures or catches carbon. I'm almost to $50. Succession on bare rock is primary. And then I go shopping and I upgrade my multiplier, and this does a lot. So now, if you see, I start at 8 now, and then I go up $3 a time. And so you keep upgrading. The next upgrade would be at $100. And if you keep upgrading, that's helpful. So pictures are sometimes helpful. This shows all the tubing and stuff in Biosphere 2. They're hoping to learn about the carbon cycle. So do your best. This particular Gimkit assignment can also be accessed here, but you don't have to get it here. You can just log in to Gimkit. And remember, again, your strategies in Gimkit are to buy upgrades, like I just showed you. When you're wrong, click view the correct answer. There's only so many questions. Eventually, you'll just know them all. And then split screen with your resources, like your terms list for chapter 19 or your book question slides. Either one would be helpful. So this part is due Monday. The writing is due today. And the book stuff was due yesterday, but that's okay if you didn't quite get it. Hopefully, things are going well, or that you can just talk to me or email me if you have questions. Good luck. I'm Zooming from 11 to 11:30.